All right, guys, new intro here for the Bear Pack. We hit our goal of 8,000 subs. Thank you guys very much. We're going to be giving away a jersey on our live show here soon. But, guys, we're looking at 9K subs now. We're getting to Thanksgiving time. We're getting to Christmas time. We would love to hit 10Ks by December 22nd, 23rd, somewhere around there, so we can give someone $1,000 for the Christmas gifts. That'd be a huge lift off someone's shoulders. So please get us a 10K. We love what we're doing. Thank you guys for the support. 12K subs after the 10K. We're going to send someone to a game. Probably not the Super Bowl. Don't get any ideas, guys. But we're gonna do our best to send you guys to two people to a couple games of your choice. That's probably not the Super Bowl. But guys, thank you again for all the support. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's get in some NBA picks and props for Monday, October 30th slate of games. Take a look at that leaderboard. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, and I am 0 for 0 at the moment. I gave out the Kings on the money line versus the Lakers. It's 7:40 p.m. Central Time as we are recording, so that game has yet to tip off. I'm very excited to watch my Lakers lose tonight. I don't think I've ever been able to say that out loud, but the Kings, their young legs are just going to run up and down the floor on the Lakers.
Yeah, and then I've got the 76ers minus 9.5 at home. First game at home going up against the Portland Trail Blazers. And, of course, they're down by 4 in the second quarter. Everybody had the Portland Trail Blazers here on the money line. That was the sharp play, obviously. So we got some work to do with the 76ers. But let's take a look at our game picks for today. Trey, how do you start us off?
Yeah, and I'm going to be talking about this Minnesota Timberwolves at Atlanta Hawks game. And this should honestly be a pretty entertaining game to watch. Both teams, they do have some pretty great rosters, but I really love the Timberwolves on the money line in this game. So that's where I'm going to be going. It's minus 130, which I absolutely love. The Hawks, they're going to be coming to this game on the second night of their back-to-back. And in my opinion, it's not a normal back-to-back either, because last night they played all the way in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Then they had to travel all the way back to Atlanta for this game. That is not an easy travel, and they got beat up by Giannis in last night's game, and they might be a little sore coming into this game versus the T-Wolves, and I think the T-Wolves big men are going to bully them in the paint. They're going to have no night off here against Rudy Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns, and I think that they're going to control the glass early and often in this game, and Ant Edwards, he should do his normal magic for us on the perimeter. And the T-Wolves, they did lose their first road game of the season to the Raptors by 3 points. So I expect them to want to get back on track with this game. I love the T-Wolves here in this matchup. Hawks, they have the second night of a back-to-back here. So give me the T-Wolves here on the money line versus the Hawks.
I like it, Trey. Seth?
Yeah, I'm going to go to the Mavericks and Grizzlies game, and I am going to take the Dallas Mavericks on the money line in this game on the road. Not having Ja Morant is having a big impact on this Memphis Grizzlies team. They have started 0-3, and they just do not look that great at all. It shows just how much of an impact Ja Morant is on that team. Desmond Bane has been good, but outside of that, they just really don't have anything going for them. And on the other side of things, the Dallas Mavericks have this guy named Luka Doncic, who is absolutely tearing it up right now and has an early season favorite, in my opinion. He's top 3 candidate for MVP this season. He's been right there the last couple seasons, and I think this could be the year that he does it. He's been shooting lights out so far this season, and being able to keep Kyrie Irving has really helped this team. I think the Dallas Mavericks are by far the better team in this game. Memphis is just struggling right now. They're down. And the big thing with the Mavericks, they're averaging 125.5 points per game, which ranks them second in the league so far this year. I don't think Memphis can keep up with the scoring output at all without Ja Morant. So I'm going to take the Mavericks here on the money line on the road.
Yeah, I like that play as well, Seth. For my play today, I'm going to be looking at the Boston Celtics going on the road to take on the Wizards. I'm going to take the over 227.5 points scored in the game. The Celtics have looked like one of the best teams in the NBA so far this season, picking up right where they left off last year. The addition of Kristaps Porzingis has been great over the first couple games, and this is going to be a revenge spot for him going up against the Wizards. I expect Boston to get him the ball quite a bit in this game, and I expect Boston to be able to put up a ton of points on this Wizards defense. Boston is coming into this game having scored 120 against the Miami Heat last game on the road, and I expect them to put up 120 plus on this Wizards team because the Heat are much better defensively than the Wizards. For the Wizards, the only really thing they have is offense with Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma in that lineup. They don't play a lot of defense on any team, really. And I expect Boston to be able to do whatever they want to score the ball. The Wizards, though, they can't score. Like I said, they have a lot of sharpshooters in the starting lineup. They have a sharpshooter coming off the bench in Corey Kispert, who is an absolute dog. He's a three-point specialist. So I see a lot of points being scored in this game. I'm going to take the over 227.5 as my play. Guys, let's get over to the player props. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, and I'm 0 for 0 at the moment. I ended up giving out De'Aaron Fox over 25.5 points versus my Lakers. Like I said earlier, game has yet to tip off, but De'Aaron Fox should put 30 points on D'Lo's head.
Seth?
Yeah, and this is not going to count as my record for this show, but the guys were nice enough to let me add a player prop for our team rankings, and I took Anthony Davis over 36.5 points, rebounds in that game against the Kings.
Yeah, and I shouldn't have let you do that because I put up a little stanker today with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 0 for 1 for me. I took over 30 points. 0 for 9 start from the field. He got his first bucket with 8 minutes in the third quarter left, and then he was pulled 4 minutes later because they were down by 30 points in the Nuggets. So he scored single-digit points. I don't know when the last time he did that, but I bet you got to go back a couple years. So really bad play by me. I'm going to bounce back today. Let's take a look at the plays. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, I'm going to go for DeMar DeRozan here, over 30.5 PRAs against the Pacers. I really love this over for DeRozan in this game. He's been pretty good for the Bulls so far this season, and I expect him to keep it going here versus the Indiana Pacers. Over his first 3 games of the season, DeMar, he is averaging over this number with a 24.3 points, 3.7 rebound, and 3 assist stat line. That comes out to exactly 31 PRAs, the number that we need to hit here, and I expect him to turn it up here against the Pacers because that's what he normally does against the Pacers in his career, because over his last 5 games versus Indiana, DeMar, he's averaging 35.2 PRAs per game, which is well over this number. And I think Zach LaVine, he's going to have his hands full with Bruce Brown throughout this game, and that's going to give us a nice bump in field goals attempted for DeMar DeRozan in this game, especially whenever you factor in that he's going to be guarded by Obi Toppin. So give me DeMar DeRozan to go over 30.5 PRAs versus the Pacers.
I like it, Troy. Seth?
Yeah, guys, and I will be taking this Luka prop until the book decides to correct it, and that will be Luka Doncic over 39.5 points, assists. Doncic has been insanely good over his first 2 games this season, as he is averaging 41 points per game and 8.5 assists per game through 2 games so far this season. These 2 numbers absolutely shatter that 39.5 points assists that is projected for Doncic. Doncic is primed for a top 3 MVP finish this season, and the Grizzlies have really struggled early on this season. But in reality, it doesn't really matter who Luka is facing, as he can put up points on anyone. On top of that, he has some nice pieces around him this year that he can distribute the ball to more often. I look for him to be able to crush this 39.5. He has scored over 39.5 points in both games this season. So I really think this number is insanely juicy for us to attack. So I love this one here.
Yeah, I like it, Seth. For my play today, I'm going to be looking at Jalen Duren to go over his points and rebounds going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. We don't have a line yet for this play, but it's his last game. It was 24.5 points and rebounds. I'm fairly confident in saying that we're probably going to see a little bit of a bump in that number because this dude has been on fire to start the season. Over the first 3 games, Jalen has recorded 14-plus points in all 3 games and 14-plus rebounds in all 3 games as well. He's the young man out of Memphis, and he was born, guys, in 2003. That makes him 19 years old. This is his second year in the NBA, and he's already making a huge impact for the Detroit Pistons in his second year. In his last game against the Bulls, he made Vucevic look foolish as he went for 23 points and 15 rebounds in that game. He's going to get a matchup against Chet Holmgren in this one, and Jalen is built to bang with the bigs down low. I expected the Pistons to play through him the entire game. He's one of their best weapons on offense, so give me Jalen Duren to go over his points and rebounds as my play. Trey, let's take a look at the graphics. Seth, start us off.
Yeah, and I have the Mavs spread on the road against the Grizzlies. Grizzlies are off to an 0-3 start, and Luka has been sizzling, so I also took his over 39.5 points assists.
Trey?
Yeah, I took the Minnesota Timberwolves on the money line against the Atlanta Hawks. Hawks are going to, second game of a back-to-back, having to travel all the way across the country for this home game that they have. Also have DeMar DeRozan over 30.5 PRAs versus the Pacers. DeMar, he is the Bulls' go-to guy outside of LaVine. So I expect him to put up all those points and have a lot of peripheral stats as well against the Pacers.
Yeah, and I'm going to go with the points. Boston versus Wizards, over 227.5. And then I'm going to go with Jalen Duren, the big man, over points and rebounds as my plays. Guys, let's get into the teams. Trey, we'll start with your team.
Yeah, and I think my team might be winning this, guys. Outside of Dennis Caldwell, my team has showed up and showed out. Mark, he has a finished 4-1 record. Dennis, he has a finished 1-4 record. And DWD finished with 4-1 as well. I have Fox still left to finish us out. Brett, he still has AD as well. And Garrett, he still has Sengun. But I think my team might be in prime position to get this wheel spin that we must deserve. Let's go.
Yeah, and Trey mentioned it. We wrapped up the plays for the week, our week 1. So we're going to have new teams, not next video, but the video after that. So everybody who wants to play in this, comment down below. #Bear, #Trey, #Seth. We're going to pick new teams on next video. And then the next video after that, we're going to start with the player props. And again, remember, whichever team wins are going to get $25 on our live show on Friday. We're going to spin the wheel for the 5 people who are on the winning team, and they're going to get $25. So it's a fun little thing for the community, and we're having a good time doing it as well. But let's take a look at the winning team, my team, hopefully. Your coach got a loss. I do apologize for that. I'm 3-2. I finished 3-2 for the team. We've got 1, 2, 3. We got everybody. We got our whole team. So maybe with you guys sweep, we might be able to beat Trey. And I've got a coin flip, a very critical coin flip for my shooting guard. So hopefully I can get that one. But Seth?
Yeah, and like I said in the game pick, everybody give Trey and Bear a round of applause because even though I was not able to film yesterday, they still let me take Anthony Davis over 36.5 points and rebounds. So thank them for letting us add that. And then other than that, we still have Barnes to go, Fox to go, and then another AD over 23.5. But J-Lag and Mally GG, props to you guys. You're carrying our team right there. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah,
but Mally, you did pick up a loss, buddy. I'm sorry. I don't know what you were thinking with Giddey. He has not been scoring so far this season. But hey, we all make bad picks. Trust us.
Yeah, we do. We do indeed. But you were talking about our us letting you give a pick. We should make a commercial, Trey, for sportsmanship. You remember that commercial when the kid's like, I touched it, coach. I touched it.
No, I stepped out of bounds, coach. I don't want to win the state championship basketball.
I stepped out of bounds, coach. Let's give it to them. We need to make a commercial, Trey. I have a coin flip. Do we have a coin?
We got the coin prepped and ready, and I did some algorithms. It's not going to be heads here just because it's tails. So
can I see a flip to make sure you haven't messed with it?
Flip. Ah.
Okay,
wow.
so you lied to me. Is that what I'm hearing?
All right, we'll see what happens. What's your call?
No, I gotta play the numbers heads.
You have to. Oh my gosh! It's not changing from tails now.
Now do it again, Trey. I want to see if you actually mess with it. If it's tails again.
All right. See, there we go. There we go.
That is, I can't win a coin flip. My bad, team. But all right, guys, that's going to do it for NBA Plays and Props for Monday, October 30th slate of games. If you guys enjoy the content, please sure drop a like in this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube. And it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,